going on, everyone? Riddick here. I just wanted to come on here and talk real quick about the Arcade1Up CollectorCades. Now, when we first found out about these CollectorCades, I thought it was kind of cool that they were going to get into that space, you know, the same space that those Replicades are in, you know, the little mini 1/6 scale or whatever they are, little arcade machines. They're like a foot tall almost. And everybody loves those Replicades, right? So I figured, hey, that's cool. They want to get into that space. They can do some pretty cool things probably. So they announced them, and the details are out. Now, at first glance, it looks cool because they're a little bit bigger than the Replicades. They're like 13 inches tall, so a little bit taller. And I know that they're just a little bit wider, too, so a little bit bigger. Screen size, though, is like a smidge smaller than the Replicades, which is the first odd decision. But the biggest odd decision that just baffles me is that you're not getting the arcade games on these. You're getting the 16-bit versions of these games. That's right. Super Nintendo, Genesis, whatever. And we don't even know which ones they're going to use. But the fact of the matter is, the second I found out that you're going to give me the bonky-donk-ass 16-bit versions on these, now I don't give a single solitary shit about these things. Not one single shit. Sorry, but as soon as I found that out, I want nothing to do with them. Nothing. I don't care. So, and I don't see how anybody else could care. You're not going to get into that little market and then compete with the Replicades by putting the 16-bit versions on there. The Replicades have the actual arcade games on them. So, I don't even understand that, man. I don't understand the mindset of the decision to go with the 16-bit versions. It's just beyond asinine. And, yeah, as soon as I found that out, I don't give a shit. Okay, so if you're watching, if John D's watching this, I know he's watching me because he subscribed to me. If you're watching this, dude, nobody cares about 16-bit versions on their arcade machine, okay? If it was like a side thing where you gave us the arcade versions and you're giving us the 16-bit versions, that's different. You can't just put this out with 16-bit versions on it. Look, I get it. A lot of people are going to collect these. They're going to put them on their shelf. They're not even going to play them the way they're supposed to be played. They're just going to be a little shelf warmer piece to look at, turn on, and be like, hey, that's cool. But when I turn it on, I don't want to hear freaking bonky donkey, bonky donkey from the Genesis version. Okay? That's the last thing I want to hear. It's supposed to be a replicade. Sorry, it's supposed to be an arcade replica CollectorCade of the arcade machine. You put the 16-bit versions on there, it is no longer it's no longer the arcade game at all. So, not sure where this is coming from, man, but that ain't going to fly with me, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to fly with a lot of other people. So if you didn't know, which I'm sure a lot of you already know, but if you didn't know, the little CollectorCades are going to have 16-bit versions. So, now I don't know if that's going for all of them, but I know the Mortal Kombat, specifically the Mortal Kombat CollectorCade, is touting that it's going to have the 16-bit versions, which is just... I don't know. And it's not even going to have Mortal Kombat 1 either. It's going to be Mortal Kombat 2, MK3, and Ultimate MK3. I'm one of the very few that actually likes the original MK3 better than Ultimate, but not when it's the 16-bit versions. Well, actually, the 16-bit versions, I do like MK3 better than Ultimate because the 16-bit versions of Ultimate are just completely ridiculous, to say the least. But I don't know. Like, what are you thinking, man? Like, what are you thinking with that? You had to have known people are going to be like, what? 16-bit? I get it. Oh, they're just going to put them on their shelf and not look at them, and they're just going to put them up there and turn them on for people to look. Nobody cares. No, they do care. They care because I care. And, yeah, finding out about this? Nah. I'm not paying $100 for something that's going to have the 16-bit bonky donk ass versions on it, okay? Just ain't going to happen. At least not with me. And I'm sure a lot of you out there too, you may just be finding out about this now. Saying, what? 16-bit versions? Yeah. Yeah. It's stupid. I know. It doesn't make any sense why you would get, like, I don't know. I was actually excited for these things, and now I just don't give a single solitary fat-ass shit. Okay? So, that's my thoughts on it. I just wanted to come on here and talk about it. I got more content coming on this channel in the weeks to come. Been a little busy with everything else I got going on, so, but I got a few things in the can. I just need to edit some things, and so stay tuned for that. But with that said, I will catch you all down the road.